Tribe. We are here today with the one and only, the creator of the Magus Films, our grant winner, our storyteller, our visual empress, our producer, director, filmmaker, the one and only.
Thank you, Vivian. How are you?
I'm doing great. If you're watching this on the replay, put hashtag replay down in the comments. If you're watching us on YouTube, hi YouTube. So as you are connecting with us and connecting with Flourish Media, I think it's so important to highlight members of our tribe, people who help us to be able to move this movement forward. And I couldn't invite a better person to speak to what Behind the Leaf is all about, but this lady that you see right here. Not only has she been such a companion and a friend, our go-to vendor within Flourish Media, our for-profit company, but she is one of the beneficiaries of Behind the Leaf and has been with us for such a long time and been able to speak and show what growth looks like. What does it look like to flourish in our tribe? And so before we get into the things you do for your bread and butter and how you're connected and the fact that you've won one of our small business grants, who are you outside of your business?
Good question. I like to think of myself as a human who, besides my video production work, is in constant searching for myself, like improving, like getting to know me. I'm also a very spiritual person. I believe in that we all have individual and unique souls, and our work here in this life is to be able to understand who we are. So everything that I do, I do it with that purpose.
And you know what? I can feel that in your storytelling and the beautiful creations that you make, in the way that you show up, and not only in your professional life, but outside of that. I mean, we met each other as members of Las Comadres, which is an awesome community down here in Miami, Florida. Shout out to our comadres, and being able to just connect from one human to another is very powerful, as anything that you're doing, whether you are a business owner or you're working for someone, or you are retired or stay-at-home mom, a full-time caregiver. It's important to remember that people are an important part of this story that we're all living in and participating in. So how does branding fit into the way that you've been able to build your business?
Yes, so branding is key. Like, branding is the first thing that identifies you in the outside world. Like, you may know what you want to accomplish, you may know your goals, where you want to go, but having a brand that represents that is what will make others to see you, to recognize you, to follow you, and to engage you. So when you have a brand that truly speaks about you, your story, your purpose, it reflects in everything, and it's easy for the others to remember you.
Mm-hmm. Very much so, to be remembered. And you won our small business grant, the Flourish Media Conference here in Miami, Florida, but we are just one of many opportunities that you've been able to pursue and secure for your growing business. So when it came to branding and enhancing grant, your grant activities, to pursue these different grants, to go after these different portions of funding and programs, how has branding enhanced that activity for you?
Yes, so pursuing grants and funding it's a whole different park. But of course, branding is again is the key that will open those doors for you. So when you are applying to these kind of programs or fundings or whatever that you are seeking, having a logo that identifies you is essential. Having a website that says who you are and speaks for yourself, because people who are evaluating you, they're going to Google you. They're going to put your name, your business name on Google, and they're going to see if where is the stage of your business. They're going to see what are the information that you have been sharing, the pictures. So Of course, there are grants that will help you in, for example, those first stages of creating your logo or building your website, and that's okay. But once you have that and you are seeking more, it's important that you maintain that. So when the first thing that I can advise you to do is Google yourself and see what comes up. See if your name, if your logo is there, if you have a Google My Business account with information there, because it will be easier for the people evaluating you and your story to validate that you exist in the world. And technology is the way that we find ourselves into 2022. So you have to take advantage of those tools and be there.
I think that that's such great advice to take advantage of those tools and decide to be there because Google My Business is free, you guys. You just need to claim your business name. And social media is definitely an option to do that as well. And so that leads me to my next question. I'm just wondering, when it comes to your branding, what are you the most proud of in the way that you've been able to build your brand?
Yes, so we had a transition. My business started in Venezuela with a different name many years ago. And when we moved to Miami, we decided to rebrand. So, in that process of rebranding, we had to not only do a new logo, but a new identity. But we didn't want to left behind like the spirit and the essence and the soul of what we were building in Venezuela. So one of the things that I am more proud of is our name. It represents the true magic that we do. The name Magus is magician, is the first card in the tarot. Is like the messenger that communicates, like the bridge that communicates ideas with the earth, like earth with air with earth, like everything that is on our mind to make it a reality. So the Magus Films, as our name, it represents what we do. And of course, we have a beautiful logo that it also has symbols inside. We have circles, triangles, lines related to the four elements. So there's a whole story behind our logo and our name that I'm proud of. Every time that I handle a business card, the first thing that I receive is, oh my God, this is a so beautiful business card. And that is so important when you handle or when you send it digital, that it kind of stays with the people and it's not just another business card, it's not just another logo. So being able to create that, this is one of the things that I'm more proud of.
That's so awesome. And when you're talking about handing out business cards, here we are in this current modern age, and there's so many ways that we can get in front of our target audience. And for you, when it comes to visibility, why is visibility important to building a brand and building your business?
Yes, so visibility is what will make others to see you, to recognize you. You can bring reach into your business. If you're in your home doing it by yourself and just saying to your friends and family what you're doing, that's fine. That's the first stage. But then you want others to know that you exist. And visibility to me is like the only thing that will make others to acknowledge you, to recognize you. You don't know what exists if you don't know. If you don't see that there is a brand named Target and you don't see the stores, you wouldn't know that Target, that brand exists. So take yourself with your own business. Visibility is what will make others to see you, to recognize you, even if they don't live in your local community, in your street. One of the things of technology right now is that we can connect the world through a click. So everyone can know about you. And that is important. When you're building your brand, you are not just selling your products or you're not just selling your services, you're building something. And when people see, oh my God, I saw that logo somewhere, somehow. I remember what you were saying somewhere, that is visibility.
Exactly. And I love what you're saying is that, we are in a global environment. We are we have the ability to connect with the entire world with one click, is the way that you said it. And so when it comes to Flourish Media and why we're so passionate and have deepened our relationship with your brand is because of the fact that we believe in video marketing. Why? Well, because you can't be everywhere. And the best way to build a joy focused business is to replicate yourself, is to duplicate yourself, is to connect with people on an ongoing basis. And the best way that we've found to do that is in video. It captures all of the different senses of your potential audience. And I like to say those are your audience and your champions for your brand, because there's really only two people in the world when you're a business owner. There's people who you're going to do business with directly, and there's people who can speak positively about your business and send you referrals. So for each one of those, you want to stay in front of them and to make sure that they understand what it is that you do in your business. So how is visibility in your from your point of view? How is it different? You mentioned Target from your online space and what you would do in person. How's it different?
So it takes more time to get visibility online than in person. When you attend to a workshop, a networking event, when you meet someone in person, it's easy for that person to remember you because you make an organic connection. You see each other, you hand your business card, you have a conversation, yeah, the smile, everything. So people remembers, oh, the one who was wearing the dress, or the lady who was, I don't know, saying this stuff, dancing even. So they remember, it's easier for them to remember you, right? Um, so in the offline world, in the real world, visibility to me is exposing yourself, like going through these events, even pursuing speaking engagements so you can speak about what you do and you can reach more audience in that way, go to networking. Even when you're going to the supermarket, every time that you have the opportunity to talk to someone, I see myself now as the pastor, like I'm predicating, like I'm just preaching, hey, this is my brand, this is what I do, of course in an organic way. I'm not just handling business cards, but every time that I can say something that will help them through my service, I will. And that is a visibility, and they will remember you in that way. In the online world, it takes more time because people are always scrolling, browsing, searching. There's a lot of information that comes through our presence during the day. So we may see one ad or we may see one post, but then we pass it, we didn't like it, we didn't comment, we didn't save, we didn't share, and it gets lost in the web. And then so you have to create another one in to improve the chances that the same person will see you again and remember you again. So in online, you need to have more consistency on showing up for yourself, for your business. You have to create more content, do more touch. People need more touches before they buy you, or they even connect you or follow you. So it takes more time. You have to be more patient. Nowadays, we believe that we post a reel and it will go viral and everyone will know about ourselves. And because yes, that happens, but that is not the regular. So um, if whatever path that you choose, I believe that you need to choose both. Of course, in your rhythm and what makes sense for you right now in your business. But the both of them are important, the offline and the online.
And so, when it comes to those investments, both online and offline, we have quite a long history. We've known each other for a long time and both evolved in many different ways in our personality and our boundaries and mindset and perspective and business and so many awesome things. We've certainly flourished together. And and if you're watching this on YouTube, I hope that you'll take time to watch We Flourish, which is a short film produced, directed, and created by the one and only, right? And so
Yeah.
you should enjoy that and take some time and definitely put some love in the comments. So When it comes to investing in your own business and in your own visibility, what have you done to invest in your visibility? And with Behind the Leaf, we always remind entrepreneurs that you have an option between your time and money. And we're just heard here from the expert that it does take quite a while for you to build your online presence, and it does require patience, but you always have the option of the two. And we're always doing both, whether you see it or not. You're making an investment in your visibility. So,
Yes.
what have you done?
So what has made sense for us, because we are immigrants, so when we came to Miami, we didn't know anyone. We didn't have like that net of connections that you build through school, college, and life in general. So we had to start from scratch. It makes sense to invest in get to know people. So we invest in joining Las Comadres, for example, and another organizations that will put me out there so I could meet people in person and create connections that way. So I've been doing a lot of networking through these years. I've been part of many organizations. I'm now part of the board of BNC, Virtual Mom Collective. And so all those spaces where you can meet people, it makes sense for me at the time because I didn't know where to go. I was like, okay, I'm in Miami. What do I do? How do I get this done? So to me, that investment went to workshops, went to trainings, went to networking events, and of course, it's an investment work because you are investing your time. You're going to a networking event. You are sharing your business card. You are spending money in transport, food, whatever. So those investments were in the offline world. And what is good is when you're doing this, you are also creating online content. Because when you're going through these workshops, trainings, networking events, you can record yourself being there, stories. You can record content with other people, and guess where is that content going? To the online presence. So is if what makes sense, you need to do both. But what makes sense to you, okay, let me start with this, and then I'm going back to posting, and then uh, I will build up from that way. Of course, right now we are in another stage. It's been 5 years, so I already have connections. I already have a net, and now we're building up more in the digital presence. Of course, you can start with the free resources, as Vivian was saying. Google My Business is free. YouTube is free. Every social media is free to sign up. You just need to put up time, and of course after seeking the experts that will give you will take your hand, come with me, and we'll see you in the next call.
I love that. And so we have the Flourish Media Conference. We raised $15 million to invest into businesses that are owned and operated by women. And over the years, we're going into our 7th year. Can you believe it?
Wow, that's amazing.
7 years connecting angel investors, funders, banks, and all different types of finance resources with women small business owners so that they can scale their businesses right here in Miami, Florida. And this is a 2-day event. We focus on branding, visibility, and funding because when we had the money and had access to the money, the thing that we discovered is that a number of women small businesses don't necessarily have the appropriate branding. And what do we mean? There's no perfect branding, but there are basic things that should be in place. One was already mentioned: having a logo, having a website, having material that proves that you are serious about your business, that you've made the appropriate investments so that an investor would be interested in jumping on your bandwagon and being a part of your story. And so when it came to visibility, we realized that a lot of women business owners don't understand that next level, that jump up. They are willing to invest their time and energy into being on social media, into going to networking events, but there's a cap to that, right? There's a cap to that. There's a moment where you have to say, I've talked to everybody I already know. I've made all the investments that I can make. Now it's time for me to think about maybe paying for Google ads, maybe being a part of different types of speaking opportunities that actually require you to pay to be on stage. Maybe this is the time for you to invest in a coach and all these different areas that you're investing in. But right in the beginning, when we open up our business, we are in making an investment in funding. So I want to know from you, when you open the doors of your business, how did you fund your business when you opened the doors? First day, day one.
Yes. So initially it was our funds, our savings. And at first we didn't have much. So we invested in creating a logo. We did our own website by that time. I'm talking
Yeah.
2011, like way. And the first thing that we did do next was investing in creating content that we could show to other people. So this is what we do because we're a video production. So it was like, hey, I'm a video production. Okay, what's what do you do? So let me see. So we did a lot of work for free for foundations and clients, so we could build a reel. And so that was an investment of our time, of our efforts. Of course, then we had to buy a camera. That was another investment. But in the first steps, it was our own money. It was our own funds, which is a way. But now that I understand how the world works here, US, there's are a lot of ways to start, and even there are opportunities that you can seek that will fund you to pay someone to do your logo, to build your website, to buy equipment. You don't need to use your own funds to to your business. You can find other people and other resources that you can apply so you can have the funds. And that's a whole new area that I'm just discovering. Of course, I applied to the Flourish Media Grant back in 2020, and it was like my first experience with sending a video, telling about my business, and then earning a grant. So when I saw, okay, this is a new way that I can move through my goals faster, because what grants do, what investments do, is that you can go to where you want to go faster. Because our education, I don't know you, but for me it was like, okay, you have to earn your stuff and then you can invest in your stuff. You don't go to like like it was a process, like you need to do this and then that, and of course it gives you planning and experience. But if what if you have now an investment of $5,000 that it will get you faster where you want to go.
Yep.
So that is important to know and to apply because it's there. Someone is gonna get that money. Someone is gonna receive those awards,
Yeah.
right?
Why not you?
Yeah, of
Not
course.
you. And so when it comes to making those kind of investments, and I'm so happy that you brought that up because if you don't know, I was born in Germany. My mother is from Panama. My father is from Nigeria. I have lived all over the world and I have a a special kind of empathy, I guess, for people who are first generation American, people who are immigrants. And I just feel such a responsibility to share all of this information that exists when it comes to being able to build your business. Because when we're talking about the American dream, the thing that people are thinking about when they're not in America, it's entrepreneurship. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about being able to have generational wealth, being able to grow, being able to go on vacation, to spend time at Disney, to have kids that go to college, to take care of your family, to have the leisure parts of life. That is having a business. That is what the two are very much one and the same when it comes to American culture. Like I'm sure that in other places it might be different, but if you're here, then this is what you're trying to pursue. So I want you to be supported as you are doing that. And I want to make it just a little bit easier. And I know that money is a big part of that. So what have you learned about investing in your business that has helped you to flourish?
Yes. So every time that you invest in yourself, in your business, it will be a payoff of that investment. So you're putting the seeds, and then you will get to harvest. So when you put time to learn something, when you put time to assist to a workshop and learn tools that then you're going to apply, that is an investment in your future, in your goals, in your dreams, basically. So when you don't have money to invest, you have time to invest. When you don't have time, then you have to invest money so other people can do it for you. But in the end, you have to invest something. So, what are you willing to invest in your business? You can start with what you can, with your rhythm. To me, it makes sense to, for example, find the resources. So you are in Miami. Okay, let me see in my district what are the resources available for small businesses. I found out that there are a lot. So, and we don't know. And even me, I don't get the time to go through every program, to every institution, to every. So, pick what makes sense for you, what aligns with you, and just try. And then you have to show up because that's the other thing. We don't do nothing about signing up to a virtual free workshop about marketing, and then we don't show up, and then we show up, we're there, but then we don't apply what they're saying. So you have to execute as well, and that is an investment of time too.
Yeah.
Um, there are a lot of a lot. When I'm saying a lot, there's a lot.
Like billion, like for when we're talking about money, because you all know, you all call me the mini mogul money magnet, and it's because I studied government when I went to school. If you didn't know this, so I do have a master's degree in this stuff, and so I know for a fact that there's billions with a B dollars free money that's available to grow your business for a long list of many things. We know that, and you'll find out. I hope you'll stay connected and decide to join our private Facebook group. We have several partnerships with Miami-Dade County, which is where we're physically located, where there are millions of dollars set aside for small businesses. So we're not talking about a couple dollars. That's not the conversation that we're having. We're talking about millions of dollars, life changing amounts of money that are available. But we're so right. We have to be able to seek the information, then make time to take action on that information, then make time to nurture and build those opportunities, because it's easy to get overwhelmed. There really is a lot of information out there to take in. So
Yeah.
I have a question for you. I think it's really fun to think about this. And speaking of all these millions of dollars that are available, we don't know who might see this video. If you were to get funding from a third party investor funder, where is the first way that you would spend it and invest it in your business right now?
Yes. Thank you for the question. So we're working through a goal that is, so we have many goals, but our big goal, our big's not goal, is to have an office/studio that we can not only work from there, but only offer the space to create content. So right now, every time we want to keep helping small businesses to create their content. So right now, to every time that we go to their locations, it takes time and is more investment for us to create that content. So what it will look like if we already have the space with lighting and camera and everything good, so they can come in, we can offer better prices, and they can create their content there. And we're already there. We already have the editing room, the production room, and all the people. That space will also serve to create an internship program, because that's the way that we learn when we were in school. We were interns in other production companies, and that's the way, for example, that I learned. So I would love to be able to give that to other students so they can come in, they can understand the business and learn from ourselves. And because we have that space, we can host workshops too. So, what about a storytelling workshop, a video production workshop, how to create your content, maybe in your home with in your home with your phone, like giving tips and tools. So we are excited about seeking and pursuing this space that will open many possibilities, and that is our next big goal in terms of. Mhm.
I love it. And so, as we go into the next year, what is something that we can be looking for from the Magus Films?
Yes, so I think we are in a transitioning good place. We have been growing since we've started. This year, we invest a lot in knowledge, in workshops, in trainings, in applications to grants and funding. So we are learning a lot about that. So for the next year, we want to be able to apply all this knowledge into the business so the business can scale. um, we are looking for hiring people, production assistants, assistant directors, assistant editors that can help us in our daily basis. And of course, we are always working in our film projects. We want to produce another short film next year and do more about those powerful stories that we already have, but we just need to produce and to show to the world. So for next year's is that.
That's awesome. Thank you so much for being here with me and having this conversation with us. If you're watching this on the replay, remember to put hashtag replay down in the comments and to seek out and connect. We are building a amazing tribe, and honestly we've built an amazing tribe. I just think it's so powerful and exciting to share our tribe with you, and I hope that you will seek out opportunities to be a part of our tribe by becoming part of our Patreon. Yes, we have a Patreon page where we are accepting membership and donations as we build out Behind the Leaf. We want to be able to bring more information like this to you 100% for free, and the best way that we can do that is through your donations and through your help. And if you would like to be a part of this tribe as we grow, you can become a member of our Patreon. And if you work in a corporate environment, you own your own business, and you're looking for a nonprofit to partner up with, then consider Behind the Leaf. We are a 501c3, 100% tax deductible and supported by our IRS here in the United States. So if you're looking to make good financial decisions and Behind the Leaf serves the missions that you care about, then we want to be your area for donation in the upcoming year. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed everything that we have here, and consider watching one of these other videos as you are enjoying your time online.